Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Target exclusive. Oh, Jason, a little bit. I had three of these guys, unlike the Sinestro Parallax or Sinistrolax. I only had one of. But today we'll be taking a look at Commander Steel, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. Now, truth be told, having just got off my Justice League Unlimited kick from about a month or so ago, as the time I'm recording this, it's being uploaded way late in advance because, well, let's see. That's how I roll. I like to record stuff in advance and upload it later. That way I can take some time off to decompress and whatnot, because my life ain't all lollipops, rainbows, and gumball trees, alright? So, before I get too far ahead of ourselves with more sob stories, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Commander Steel has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a collectible trading card with a bio on the back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the nephew of the Commander Steel that was in Justice League Unlimited, but you know what? Close enough for me. He looks the same, other than the silver instead of the just matte color. He looks the same to me, so he's my Commander Steel for my Justice League Unlimited. So, that said, as far as actual accessories go, he's got a couple of open hands. And for some reason, he's got another open hand. And a pointer finger, which almost doubles as a grip hand. No grip hand, though. That said, could you use this as a trigger finger? I guess you could. It's got trigger discipline, but I don't think this guy uses guns. I think he just knocks the shit out of people. That said, speaking of knocking the shit out of people, here is Sinistrolax, who'll probably knock the shit out of Hal Jordan now that he's all amped up with the power of fear. Looked at him earlier today. If you missed it, check that out. Said, closer look at Commander Steel. Got a hockey puck display stand where he's singled all McFarlane Toys releases. And here he is. That said, I thought he had a fucked up foot like my Tomare did, and I was about to go off in this video on how stupid these sculpted ball hinges are, because I seem to always get fucked when it comes to those. But thankfully, I heated it up, flipped it around, put everything back together. It seems to line up fine. So I'm not going to go on a rant. That doesn't mean I don't want to still. So, yeah, there you go. There's his foot. Fine. That said, let's look at his noggin. Looking pretty tough with his little mohawk there. Or warhawk, I guess, because it's part of his mask. Really nice body buck. I think this is the Batman Superman spitting bullets. But don't quote me on that. But it just feels very similar to that. I want to say it is. Possibly even that Black Lightning body, which I think is the same with a few minor tweaks. Particularly in the torso, upper torso, because he doesn't have the notches for a cape or anything. So as far as his articulation goes, his head will look up that far, down, tilt side to side. He'll rotate. He's got Iron Giant ears going on. Shoulders will go up to the side, back down, rotate all around. He's got that beautiful butterfly. He's got a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. Didn't need to heat this guy up like Sinestro, though, thankfully. It's got ball hinge wrists that will rotate, hinge, and rotate again. Torso will crunch this far, whoa, further than I thought. This far back. It's a little wobbly, but not too bad. It'll tilt side to side pretty well. Get a lot of play in the waist. Very soft diaper, so nothing gets in the way. Hips will kick forward and back, out, back down, thigh cut, double knee. Kind of chunky, not gonna lie, but What are you gonna do? It's an old buck. Boot cut. Not a boot cut. He's got ball hinge ankles that will rotate, hinge, and pivot. And he does have a toe joint. That is tight on both sides, despite the fact that I had to hit the shit out of this one with an air dryer. So, there is Commander Steel in a nutshell. He is freaking cool. I like him a lot. Although I will say, you might want to keep an eye out for a good one on the shelf, because my Mr. Brian, aka my dad, aka the old man, he was looking at these at the Stella. They had 3 of him, obviously. Sinestro, I had no choice. But, they had 3 of him, and one of them had like a chunk missing out of his knee. I'm assuming that's just some mold degradation or something, but nobody wants a chunk missing out of their knee. That's fucked up, cuz. So, there you go. There is Commander Steel in all of his red, blue, and silver glory. He looks freaking cool, man. I like him a lot. I don't know if he's top 10 or anything, but I like him a lot. I really do. So, with that being said, why don't we bring in our 2 regulars here? Wrap things up. We got the Mythic Legion's brother Multiverse. Right. Yeah. And the infamous Spawn, who, as usual, towers over. Actually, let me check. He's a little taller than Steel, even to the tippy top of his mohawk. Surprised that Sinistrolax was about the same height as good old Al Simmons here. But at any rate, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and I'm being honest with you, I like this figure more than I thought I would. Considering the fact that Mattel never gave us a Commander Steel back during the DC Universe Classics days, which, might I add, is an action figure line that has its own series of issues, especially after it's aged, quite poorly I might add. I think the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys did a very nice job bringing Commander Steel to the DC Multiverse line. On top of the fact that I'm super biased because he was in Justice League Unlimited, and while this may not be 100% on point as far as that goes, it's close enough for me. I like the figure. I like it a lot. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.